Okay. Oh, I'm a little 5 minutes early. Sorry, guys. All right. Let me see. Let me just get up the chat. Perfect. And I have muted it already. Lovely. Get my glasses out. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Libra Princess. I love the name. Fellow Libra person. Hi, Midnight Moongazer and Tamara, Rachel and Debbie, and Hexen's on. All right. Hi, guys. Becca, hi, from Norway. Oh, that's great. Yay. And Michelle, hello. Xerxes is back tonight. Perfect. How are we all doing? Good, good, good. Okay. I wanted to start by saying, first of all, I have a couple new candles up tonight. I started Jennifer's new candle here. I got a purple yin yang there for her, and then the Reiki symbols are all on it. And I told her before that I'm going to keep that up until I feel like we don't need that extra anymore. So it'll be a while. I plan on having it up for probably a month for. And then I also started a little healing doggy candle there for Kira, because she needed some healing tonight. Little puppy. Hi, Laura. Johnny is here, and Kay, hi. What else was I gonna say? Something. Oh, so I talked to Jen tonight, just so y'all know. She's doing well. I feel like I have to clean this. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Sometimes it. There. Perfect. Hi, Dawn. I just made vodka and eggnog. Ooh, that sounds really good. Jen is doing surprisingly well, you know, considering. She's got the mundane bullshit kind of stuff to deal with, but she's really feeling everyone's love. And she wanted me to pass that along, that she is really impressed with all the community and how we have stepped up to kind of support her in the best way we know how and keep sending love. She said she's definitely feeling that, so that's good. I just wanted you all know it does help. You know, we definitely can feel that love coming through, and she really is thankful for all the support of love that everybody's been sending. So thank you all. And my internet is crashing. She is. It's, you know, she knows. She's been through the grieving process before, and so she knows it's going to be a long journey, and there's ups and downs. And she says if you saw her video last night, she said she's kind of wavering back and forth between the depression and anger phase, which is normal. You know, we keep going through each phase until we actually can get to the acceptance phase, but that's going to take a long time. So, but, you know, the fact that we have been giving love, she feels that. So keep it up, guys. It's great. I know I am early. I know. I was saying that when I first came on, I'm like, oh, geez, I'm a little early. I'm never early. I'm always a little late with my channel. Hi, Ejo Slayer. Good. I'm so glad. Welcome. Just so you know, we have a Facebook page also. If you want to join our Facebook page, it's for everyone who is subscribed. It is called Willow Wins. I always do this. Willow Wins Thrifty Witchin'. But you have to spell it like I spell it. W-Y-L-L-O-W. If you put that in, it comes up. So you are welcome to join that. All right. And Denise, hi. How are you? Good, good, good. So we are starting tonight with what we ended. And I have to say, boy, Jen, if you're on, maybe this is not the one to watch. We ended with the death card last night. And it got a little freaky in here. And so we're going to start with the death card tonight and see if we can keep, the internet up enough to get through the death card. This is, I will warn you ahead of time now, we're going to make sure that we're on only an hour because Matthew is going live at 8:30. Let's go back to that temperance card. Oh, you little horn dogs, you. I have it right on the bottom too. You can tell I didn't take it very far. Yes, we almost ended with this lovely temperance card, which is just a beautiful card. Wish I could meet many of you in real life. I'll tell you what, Xerxes, it's funny you say that. Many of us in this community have been talking. I was saying on one of Chase's Two of Owls videos this week that I really wish that we could start like a tarot commune community. Our community is so great here. I really just love it. So if I win the lottery, and I'm just putting this out to the gods and goddesses out there, if I win the lottery, that's what I want to do, is start like a tarot commune. So nobody has to pay for anything. We just all live together and teach each other stuff, and our little community can be together. Yep, absolutely. Tarot Con. Yep. Now, I will tell you that I still do, and I know I haven't really gone back to this. There's been one thing after another, but we did talk about doing Tarotstock. It will be at my house out in the outskirts of Rochester, New York. And it's going to be in the late spring, early summer. And I will begin to talk about that more probably after Yule. I'm kind of have a couple things that I'm trying to tweak. I'm trying to get a hold of a hotel across the street. What I tried to say, just so you all know, because some of you, in fact, I bet a lot of you are probably new since I talked about Tarotstock, is that we will be, hi, Nicole, it's okay, we haven't really started, you're fine. We will be, I have almost an acre of land. Your house fell through, I'm sorry, Kendra. It must not have been meant to be. I know that doesn't always help things, but it must be that was not the right setup. Tarot support group. I can imagine someone shuffling their cards, wondering if there will be hot water after showers, pulls the Fool card. Yep, I can see that. So Tarotstock will be at my house. It will be, I figured, late May, early June, because it's still cold in April. We talked about April at first, but it's still cold in April. And so if you don't have a lot of money and you can get here, and you have a tent and you're okay sleeping in a tent, I have lots of land. You can certainly sleep in a tent. I have a couple couches and a couple beds, not many, but I certainly have lots of floor space. You could always sleep in a sleeping bag on the floor, or there's literally a hotel across the street within walking distance, like 3 houses down. So what I'm going to try to do is get like a group rate for the hotel, so that the people who can't really sleep in tents and stuff outside can book a room in the hotel across the street, and we're just going to do a long weekend. Hexen, yes, you are one of the people who are new. I'm going to be hosting, it's going to be called Tarotstock. We had talked about it in the tarot community late last summer. And I have an acre of land and a big old farmhouse. And so I am good. I'm glad, Kay. That's how I feel about this community too. So I am going to be hosting Tarotstock, and it's going to be late May or early June. We haven't set down an actual date yet. But I am trying to work out a deal with the hotel across the street. If you can make it here, what I wanted to do specifically is try to make it like kind of a commune living for the weekend. Try to make it here, however you can, drive, plane, bus, ship, whatever. If you can make it here, I don't expect you to have to spend a lot of money while you're here. We will kind of all pitch in for food. My husband's a great cook. And just, you know, teach each other classes and do some thrifting classes. And I figured we could just have a lot of fun, and everybody in the community that can come can meet each other, and we'll try to do some, you know, live videos of teaching videos while we're here. And we just wanted to try to do something that we could get as many of us together as we could. Because this community is so great, I would love to actually get us all together. Absolutely, we will be going live for a bunch of that, Nicole, for sure. So keep that in mind. Try to find a way to get to Rochester, New York. Campfire Scary Stories, absolutely. It's all about the community, absolutely. And I'm promising you, I am telling you the truth. If I win the lottery ever, just saying, God's goddesses, that's what I want to do, is start like a tarot commune, a spiritual community commune where we can all kind of live, and we can, like, you know, read tarot cards for a living and teach each other spiritual stuff and all that kind of stuff. Find a fun game on Pinterest, write down general definitions of the card, guess which card it is. Perfect. Perfect. See? So there's all kinds of stuff we can do with that. And I'm really excited about it. We actually, I'll be honest with you, we put it on hold when, you know, the community had kind of a shakeup. A lot of you weren't here when that happened. But you know, things settled down, and I knew they would. And so we're really back to, I think it's a great idea. And I know people are worried about safety stuff. And here's what I have to say about that. Like I said, I have my husband and my boys. My youngest, who does live here, is a big boy who has trained in martial arts all of his life because of his older brother. And if they're, you know, if somebody's really dumb enough to get all the way out here to do something bad, good luck. I wish them all the luck in the world, because you're going to have a hard time. Okay, see? Nicole, perfect. All right. So perfect. That's what I want to do. And so we'll talk about that more as it comes up. Now, I'm almost afraid to pick up this book, because this is when it started. We're all going to go live, go live down together. Yes, that's what I want to do, Caitlin. I think that would be great. If I win the lottery, that's what I'm doing, is starting a spiritual commune for all of us. But in the actual reality, we are definitely going to do Tarotstock this late spring, early summer at my house. So if you're anywhere near the area, or not near the area, but you can figure out how to get here, we're in. Jen, you're our supreme. No one fucks with you. That's right. And I'm telling you, they would be really dumb to come here with like male intent. That would just be a very bad idea. Literally, all my boys have studied in fighting and martial arts since they were born. So, not a good idea. I'm a Florida girl. I'm afraid I freeze that far north. Well, I hear ya. You do okay. It'd be late May, early June. It wouldn't be that bad. The snow would be gone finally. All right. So let me get back to death. It would take a miracle for me to be able to come in person, but I'll be there in spirit. Absolutely. Perfect. I'll be with Special Forces. Perfect. See? Thrifting. Your gold and silver candles at Dollar Tree right now. Woohoo! All right. Thank you for the tip. I'm on my way. Absolutely. And there's a couple I'd love to, you know, take a thrifting trip to teach you all what to look for in thrifting. And Hexen can teach you some stuff too, though, boy. He's right up there with me. But I know people are always like, you find the coolest stuff. And I literally, every place I've ever traveled to. I've gone to thrift stores. I know it sounds so stupid, but that's what I do. I don't buy hardly anything new. A, for the environment, and B, because I think it's fun. I love to find that stuff. It'd be fun. Yes, a drum circle, absolutely. Heck yeah, for sure, okay. And you know what? Simon is planning on doing one in the UK, where they're all going to get together for, what's it called? Pagan Days or Pagan Festival or something like that. But I think it would be really fun to go and do, some thrifting classes and say, okay, there's lots of stuff in here we could use, guys. You got to open your eyes and think Pagan Pride. Thank you. So there's a whole bunch of them on the UK end going to Pagan Pride. So if you guys are in the UK, there you go. We could leave our driver's license for security. See? Perfect. Absolutely. Love it. All right. Take a breath. Let's get down to death. All right. So here, no naked bugs. Oh my goddess, I'm so excited about Tarotstock. It could be so amazing. Absolutely. I think it would be like the funnest damn thing ever. I can't wait. I'm putting in my vacation in January. So we really are going to have to start talking about it seriously and set down a date very soon. Maybe before Yule we'll have to talk about it, because in January I've got to get my dates for my vacation down. So we will get there. All right. In the meantime, don't forget. Ooh, don't forget. Let's get down to death. If you want to enter, Thanksgiving is your last day to enter to name our little mascot witch up there. And I will do a specific video this weekend, I promise, to show what the prizes are all going to be. I have kind of a little box of stuff that I'm sending. And there's a couple other people that have sent me stuff that I haven't had time to not send me stuff. We'll talk about it. Death. Let's talk about death first. Because poor Maddie has got to be going on at 8:30. So I want to be done. I don't want to interfere with his stuff because I want to see his stuff too. All right. Perfect. Okay. So we talked about what he was wearing. He's wearing armor. He's got midnight margaritas. Woo! Hell yeah. I feel like we've been talking about death a lot this month. Yes, I know. For sure. So name the witch. Oh, cool. Death. I know. All right. So the Rosicrucian rose. That's the rose that's on his flag there. The horse has red glowing eyes, although it's a little bit hard to see on this card. But he does. He's got those red glowing eyes. Now, does that look okay to you guys? Because sometimes my camera seems, I don't know. No, that looks all right. I think it's all right. All right. I'm so behind on my chat that it takes me forever. Okay, yes. All right, good. Okay, so we talked a little bit about it, but I'm going to start over and hopefully we... Come on. Oh, come on. There it is. Yeah, it does look kind of gray. It's in the original, the eyes look much redder. But in this one, okay, here goes my energy work. Time to take this off. All right. So, transformation, right? We did talk about transformation. It is the Rosicrucian rose on the flag, which I think had to do with the plague, I believe. I want to say. But maybe she says it in here. I'll have to look it up if not. I know I have to look it up. If she doesn't say it on here, I'll look it up. The card depicts the end of a phase or stage in the seeker's life and the beginning of a new one. The death card is about change. The tendency in human nature to resist change. Change is generally uncomfortable. Key 13 appears in readings for seekers who are about to embark on a dramatically new phase of their life. Yeah, totally lost. There it is. The transformation process will be painful. It will be one of the harder moments of the seeker's life, but endure and persevere. A bright new era will be up ahead. So let's remember that, guys. That's an important part of this card is, yes, it's change. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's a big upheaval. But what that means is keep going, get through it, because at the end of it is a bright new phase. There's something totally different that you haven't done before, that you haven't thought before. Suddenly things are very different. Not easy to accept, not easy to get through, but once that's through, there's a bright new phase coming. There's something different that you haven't seen before that suddenly will be like, oh, I never could have gotten to this place had I not had to go through that. Okay, keep that in mind. It can also indicate the overthrow of a former authoritarian regime and the natural cycle of a revolution. So I have to say, when I read that, I'm like, Benabel, who the hell am I reading for that's going to overthrow an authoritarian regime? Maybe, I don't know, maybe like we could overthrow Trump. Other than that, though, yeah, hopefully in 2019. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Other than that, though, I don't know. What the hell? You know, when would you need that part of the card? All right. Traditionally, key 13 is related to death and birth, property and inheritance, society and family, war and treaties. The death card also calls to mind plague, in particular the bubonic plague of 1347 or the Black Death. In the card imagery, many have interpreted a literal plague being depicted, one that reduces king and peasant alike to their mortality. And this, I love this part of the card. I always forget this part of the card. When the card appears in a spread for someone privileged or of high status, it is a reminder that no one is above suffering. King and peasant alike deal with pain and affliction. You are not above it just because you have money. You are not above it just because you have status. You are not above it just because you have a title. Doesn't matter. You are going to go through shit just like everybody else. Alternatively, there's speculation that key 13 is inspired by Friday the 13th in October 1307, when the Knights Templar were summarily charged with offenses such as heresy, idolatry, can't speak tonight, guys, apostasy, and homosexuality, and subsequently tortured and killed. The card follows key 12, the hangman, which represents the unjust persecution and wrongful conviction of the Templars. Okay, Zach, glad you're here listening. Rosicrucian tradition is comprised of members from all major religions, including Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Judaism, and Islam. Ha! That's cool. Thank you, Jackie. No kidding. That's awesome. Generally, the death card indicates personal calamity in the seeker's life that is beyond his or her control. The death card is reminiscent of the darker aspects of key 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Acknowledge that these are difficult times that will try the soul, but they are necessary experiences that the seeker must endure to find the greatness that is promised to the seeker. This is also a card about feeling afflicted over and resistant to change. The seeker is being pushed or pressured to transform out of the current state of affliction to a brighter status, but he or she is resisting it. The card's appearance in a reading is a call to let go of the present and move on. So when this card flips over, it's kind of that call to, okay, there's so many times that we just want to hang, just let me control this. If I could just get a handle on it, just take control of it, then I'll be okay because I can ride the wave the way I want to. Sometimes you just have to let go and let it wash over you and get through it and accept what's going on as this is how it is. There's nothing I can do about it right now. And once you get to the other side, okay, now something new can come in. But it's not going to be easy. Please try again later. Are you guys all still there with me? What the hell just happened to my thing? Hopefully this is my stupid internet and you're still there. Oh, hopefully. Yep. Sure looks like it. Okay. I don't know. My internet's doing weird things again. The death card is here. Note that in the backdrop of the card, a sun is rising from the waters. See that? Rising from the waters. The imagery is said to have Rosicrucian implications, indicating reformation, an epiphany, clarity that will be offered, or the first light of the divine coming through. The sun symbolism throughout the tarot can be seen to represent the great work, a seeker's magnum opus, like this was the reason I'm alive. So you may have to go through something to get to that. Oh, this was my purpose for being here this time around. There was something in this transformation that I had to learn to further my purpose. We're here and we're queer. Magnum opus, alchemy. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Here in the death card, the rider and horse are marching in the direction of the rising sun, though that sun is still far in the distance. That pain and suffering the seeker experiences now, this transitioning or transmutation period is important for their development towards their magnum opus. The element of water governs this card, indicating fluidity. Attributions associated with water will represent the external forces at play. Absolutely. And we all know this. Now, I will say, thank you. I will say too, just on an aside, because I tend to, because I'm that positive reader, I tend to put a positive spin on every card. I'm that kind of reader. So if the death card comes up, I'm always like, the first thing that happens is, that doesn't mean death. It's okay. It's not that bad. That's the first thing I go to. Always. Because I think partly because usually the people that I'm reading do not get a whole lot of tarot readings done. They're not like regulars who have seen a lot of the tarot, who know very much about the tarot. So when they see the death card, they immediately go. So I immediately want to ease them into it. It's okay. It's all right. It's not as bad. I think my favorite part of the death card is the tiny boat in the stream behind him. It reminds me of the river Styx. Yes. See that? Hold on. Oh, come on. See the tiny boat? Yep. Absolutely, it does. The child looks like he's running to death, unaware of the consequences. Oh, that's good. The woman is content and waiting for its embrace. The priest looks like he's begging death for more time. Oh, that's great, Laura. Great, great, great. Hi, Michelle. Within the Rosicrucian tradition, members are called to share their religion, faith, and share their perspectives so we all can deepen from each other's faiths and beliefs. That's cool. All right. So, my warning is to realize that most of the time, did this horse just trot on that poor sod? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Because we have the woman here, the child, yep, it sure kind of looks like it. And look, the crown. And you know, I never noticed the crown. Hold on, let's see. There, see the crown has fallen from his head? No wonder it also means like overthrow and that kind of thing. It looks like the king has died. I never noticed the crown on his head that has fallen off his head before. So where the hell? Oh, come on. My internet is just horrible. Here we go. Oh, Jeffrey is here. Hi, Jeff. I'm glad you stopped by. Hello, hello. Scariest tarot cards are Death, the Devil, Tower, Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Hi, Sue. He looks like a king. He does. Absolutely. You know, Jeff, I just love you. I just started watching your videos again because I mentioned them to everyone here, just so you know. And I have to rewatch them every once in a while because I start forgetting some of the things that I've written down from your videos. But I just wanted to let you know that because you're great. So he is Tattooed Spirit. So I never noticed the King's Crown here. That's very interesting. And I posted another today. Yay! Oh, good. I'll have to check it out. Hi, D Silver Moon. I will say, though, that there are times, very few, but there are times that the death card is pulled that it does mean death. And I have not run across that very much, but it does happen. So be aware that I have to keep that in mind. When my positive reading thing, I immediately go, oh, it doesn't mean death though. You're okay. It's not, because I want to put him at ease right away. It's not that bad. Just listen to what I have to say about it first. And it's not always okay. Sometimes it really does mean death. It's not very often. And I don't think there's ever a time. Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, Hexen, I don't think there's ever a time where I would be able to say, this time it means death. I still don't think I could ever, even if I felt that. And I'll say it, I've never pulled it for someone when it did mean death. It wasn't me that pulled it. So I feel like, whew, got away with that. But I think it just has to be in the background there. I don't think I would ever tell a client that sometimes it means death. It warned me of my mom and hubby. Yeah, intuition will let you know. All right, so Heidi, have you ever actually told anybody, though, that you thought it meant a death? That is interesting to me because, yeah, see, I think normally people are like, oh, you know what? I pulled that death card. And usually it's like in the past, like, oh, this time death meant death. I don't think most readers will say to them, sometimes it does mean death. Most readers, I think, really shy away from that. I would be surprised if many said, is that supposed to be a key in front of the child? I have the radiant version. It's a little clearer than the original. It looks like a key of some sort. No kidding. Hold on. Let's see. In front of the child. Hold on. See, to me, it looked like a horn. I thought he was blowing on a horn, like the Judgment card. But I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Hasn't shown up, but I knew that my father was going to die. Okay. The Tower card predicted a death of a family member. I realized it as it happened. Not a way to get more customers. Yeah, for sure. Looks like a trumpet to me, too. So, I don't think I would ever say that to a client, no matter what. Even if I felt that, I would never say that to a client. I just wouldn't. There's no way I would ever do that. But I think after the fact, some people will be able to look back and say, oh, you know what? It meant that. Lady in White looks like she knows something bad is going to happen, cannot watch or change its course. She's worried about or regretted her past actions, but she knew judgment was coming. Great. Yeah, kind of turning away, right? Yeah, I get that too, for sure. Turning away from it, kind of shying away. Absolutely. Maybe you can caution them to be extra careful, right? I could see that. Absolutely. All right, so I actually had out the Darkness of Light. So here we're going to compare That would be hard to say. Yeah, for sure. So here's the darkness of light. So there are lots of similarities with this one, right? The death is on a horse, same flag, same armor. Death here has a sickle in the other hand. Is that what it's called? A sickle, I think. And I pulled the card from my family. My nephew committed suicide 2 days later. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. What heart-wrenching read. That's part of, God, I can't imagine pulling that card. The tower experience made me think of never touching my tarot cards again. It lasted about 6 months. Yeah, I'm sure once that happens that you definitely... Bowling, yeah, it does look like a bowling, an herbal bowling knife too. Great deck. Yes, Jeff. I love the Darkness of Light Tarot is a great one. I do wish I want the second edition because the second edition, the colors in it are just a little bit more intense, and it makes it stand out a little bit more. I got to get the second edition. This is still the first edition, but I absolutely like this. It's the Bishop's Crook fallen to the ground, not a trumpet. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, thank you. A Bishop's Crook. No kidding. Hey, guys. I'm like, hi, Artsy. Yeah, it is a gorgeous card. It really is. This is such a beautiful card. If we can just focus on this one for a minute. So same kind of thing. Here is, if I can get my freaking, there we go. Here is, in this one, he doesn't have a face. The man on the ground does not have a face. I don't think I see, oh, it's only 8:01, right? Is it still 8:01? I'm trying to watch our time. I don't think I see a crown there. Yeah, he's kind of been trampled for sure. I love Death's Cloak. This deck especially is really good about, it shows the movement of the card. Death is just, he's not even stopping, right? He just kind of trampled right over him, and that cloak is flapping in the wind behind him. I love that. Yeah, he looks like he's in battle. And there is no stopping. He's not even looking at him. He has no concern whatsoever that he just trampled through this guy. And it's just going to keep on going. That the movement of his cloak there is a great art, version of this card. It really makes it, the motion, incredibly real. The king has lost his crown and the bishop his staff. Oh, both symbols of authority. Oh, that makes it so much more oomph. Thank you, Stephen. That's great. Art is off the hook. It is. What color is the horse in the other one? White. Horse is white in the other one. In this one, it is definitely like a, it could be white here. Sorry, guys. I'm missing a lot of what's happening as I'm on my phone. It's not great. It's okay, Ashley. I know it's not great here, too. Great imagery. Death gives no fucks. It's moving on. That's right. It just keeps right on going. And it has no concern for what it's doing to your life. And so you do have to remember that it is not, no matter what kind of change it is, even though we are saying you're going to get through that change. And at the end of that change, there is this great new thing that you haven't expected, that you would have never gotten to had you not had to go through this. It still means it's not an easy change. It's not something you could have ever imagined or expected. It is something that you're quite resistant to. At the same time, it does get a little easier. Not easier is the wrong word, but it will go better if you can float along with the tide. Let the tide take you out. Let it do what it has to do. Don't, resist and try to control it, because you cannot. If death is so feared, why does he need so many tools? That's a good question, Kay. I think he is used to, I think perhaps if I'm thinking about death, I think he is more emotional than you would think, but uses his tools to keep it non-emotional, to keep it so he doesn't give a shit, to keep it, the more tools he uses, the flag, the sickle, the more symbolism than tools. The more he has in front of him, the easier it is for him to trample right over and keep right on going. That's my thought process for where death is, though. Like those Hellraiser movies. Yeah. For sure. Great card. And no, we have not done the Green Witch yet. Although we'll get there. What time are we at? Okay, we're good still. I'm going to go on to the Guardian Tarot. Our semi either creepy or cool tree deck. So here we go. This death card to me is a good one too. It's very different. Okay, so here we go. Compare and contrast. What is same? What is different? So, yes, he does not have the possibility of a feeling. That's how I read it, Kay, for sure. Yes. So here, death is kind of surprising. Peekaboo. Yes, exactly, Jackie. That's the impression that I get here, is that death is surprising. Change is around the corner. This is not something you expected. For sure. Look at, and this end here, this tree guy, he is surprised for sure. This is not something he ever considered would happen. This is, yeah. Oh, parting the veil. Oh, yes, Stephen, I love that. For sure. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time. Absolutely. Parting the veil. Peeking right through that veil and saying, boo, I'm here. You didn't expect me. And here it is. Love that. That's a great one. Like mines. Yep, for sure. So what else can we say? What else? I'm trying to figure out what these things are underneath. And I do not know. Death does not discriminate. That's right. He wouldn't have cared who was on that other side. He was poking through right at this moment, and whoever was there was going to get his wrath. Absolutely. I expected it with my 86-year-old mom, but hubby was sudden and a surprise. Yep. Ain't that the truth? What if life is a lie and when we die, we go back home? Right? You never know, Xerxes, right? I mean, come on. Anybody who's seen The Matrix has got to have thought before, what if this part is the dream? What if this is not the real part? There's another real part that we just don't even realize. Factories and smog. I was wondering that too. They look, yeah, it definitely could be kind of the way they're drawn at an angle like. So, yeah, he's parting his way. The veil is the smog, parting it right through that. Right, Hexen? I know I like to think of it like that too. It's sometimes, especially when you're going through a hard time, to think of it that way kind of makes it like, it's okay. In my real life, this isn't really happening. In my real life, I'm okay, and I'm just watching this on TV, or I'm just asleep, and I'll wake up and be in the real life, and this is okay. Makes me feel like things are toxic and need to change. That's a great one. Great one. But to play peekaboo, a no means death does not have object permanence, but death has it. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, so he, once death disappears, is he going to remember this change? Is he going to learn the lesson that death was trying to teach? Or when he goes back through the smog there, Is he going to forget what happened? That object permanence. That's a good, I like that, Jackie. Makes me feel like things are toxic and need to change. Yep, that has been said, and we wake up from the dream when we die, for sure. I've been watching NDE research, and most of them say it was a warm, welcoming, and felt much better. Yes, I have seen lots of that too, Kendra. And it, being in healthcare a lot, you know, I have met a lot of people who have died for a while and then woken up again. And I've always heard it's warm, it's inviting. It always feels like, you know, they're back home. Like, yes, they're back home. They never want to come back, no matter how much they're loved, no matter how many people here they love. They're always like, it's okay. They can get along without me. I really want to stay here. We are spiritual beings, and this world is our training ground. Ah, love it. I think of graves with spirit clouds. Oh, that's good, Ruby. That's good. Yep, absolutely. Ah, come on, my phone. I think a lot of people forget about it until it comes into their lives again. Yes, I do too, Laura, for sure. You know, sometimes it's like the universe has to beat us over the head with it. And then as soon as they think, okay, we've learned the lesson, and they go away, this little bit of it comes back and we're like, oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, why do I have to go through this? We totally forget. Hello, Starlight. Nice to have you here. When we die, I don't think we're gone. I'd like to believe that we continue something more as part of something bigger. Absolutely, Hexen. And I have to say, hi, sis. Shamans say we need to embrace death so we can truly live. Yes. I have to go now and prepare for work. Yes, there will definitely be a live tomorrow, Nicole. We'll be on same time, 7:30. Yes, I definitely believe that there's something bigger. I definitely believe, to me, the Summerland makes so much sense to me, to go and, you know, they have prepared a place for us to rest, for us to figure out what we learned in this life, to, you know, work through the issues that we did in this life and figure out, okay, what's next? What do we want to learn in the next life? And we choose the next life, wherever that may be. And I think because I believe in string theory and I believe in alternate universes and stuff, there is an infinite number of lives that we could have and still learn things. So to me, we just keep on going and learning. You know, we get our rest. We get to stay for however long it is we feel we need to stay. I don't think time is the same thing at all. Once you cross over, you can jump time forward and backwards however you want. So I really think that then you just figure out, okay, what lesson am I on? How should I learn this time? Definitely. Our lady tree is not looking as cool as last night. She looks kind of breathless here, maybe frightened. I might not know what I'm talking about, though. No, you're okay. She definitely looks breathless, for sure. I want to be healthy and rich next time. I'm putting my order in early, right? I know. You know, it makes, but here's the thing. Here's the encouragement that I always feel. And this is goofy. Me too. It would be nice to, but if you look at, I hate to say it like this, not all rich people are douchebags, but if you look at the truly rich people who were born into it, I think they are so much on earlier lives than we are, because they have no idea how to really live. When I look at Trump, you almost think he's so stupid. He's so spiritually and ways of the world stupid. He has to be like so much younger than me, because he has not learned a damn thing yet. He has so many lives to go before he's anywhere near human that I can't even imagine that he can't grow without suffering, for sure. I can't even imagine that this must be his first damn life, because he could hardly learn a damn thing. Nothing. And I just can't, it's, you know, it's nice to have a nice, easy, rich life, but meh, I would rather be where I'm at and have to struggle, but no real connections with people. And now that I know real connections, now I totally will help other people, though. I'm just saying. Just in case. Okay, time reversal and fast forward. Yes, absolutely. Can't grow without suffering. The death parting of veil looks like the shape of a woman's vulva. No kidding. It totally does. You are so right. Absolutely, Heidi. That like the birth process. Ah, I love you, Heidi. Perfect. Yes. So death and rebirth and death again. Once again, the wheel of the year comes through. And through death comes rebirth. Freaking awesome, Heidi. I love it. Thank you. I believe that our soul gets a few chances to make things right till our soul reaches ultimate level. I feel we get sent back to right our wrong from past lives. Absolutely, Hexen. I totally agree. Have to go 2 a.m. here. Oh, my goodness, Stella. Well, thank you for staying up as long as you did with us. Like priests tell us how to repent, but don't even live. Yes, a realistic being life. Yes, absolutely, Debbie. So that indicated rebirth. Perfect. Those who are evil, I feel, don't get that chance. Absolutely. I agree. I think that's like, you fucked up so bad. Psh, forget it. Done. That's okay, Ella. Back. The trees look like smokestacks. Dude poking his head out, asking for fresh air and strength and the chance to move on. Nice. Yes, yes. Face coming through the veil looks younger, maybe than their newborn life looking at the old life. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That could be Ashley for sure. Then we probably won't run into Trump in the Summerland. Yeah, I'm guessing he's not going to be in our Summerland for sure. Nope. All right, next. Yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, because it's 8:17, so we only have like a little over 10 minutes there. I consider death a birth into spirit. We go through the tunnel, birth canal at death like we do when born here. For sure. 10 minutes down, wind down. Whose channel are we going to next? Maddie's. So conjures. I always want to say conjure spirit, but that's not it. What the heck is it, guys? Conjures. Conjure something or other. Table. Thank you. Why do I want to say conjure spirit? I feel like it's supposed to be conjure spirit. Is anyone downstairs? No. Go right ahead, baby. Okay, let's go for Tarot Fauna since it's usually different. We'll finish up with this one. Feel like we're on a booze cruise. All right. Love this. Whoops. Is it upside down? No. Okay. Love this death card. Love it, love it, love it. So here we have the Luna Moth, which is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. But we know, or some of us know, the Luna Moth has a very short lifespan. The Luna Moth, once it is reborn, once it comes out of its caterpillar phase there, has like, Maddie on Conjurer's Table is going live. The Luna Moth does not come out of its caterpillar phase with a mouth. So it starves to death in about 7 to 10 days. So it takes all the energy it has to find a mate and create other Luna Moths, and then it dies. Which is like such a sad existence for such a gorgeous creature. So it really does, though, make the perfect death card. What an awful way to go. I know it, right? I always am like, you're so beautiful. And all you want is to get laid so you can go be on the next, whatever you're doing. Death, creation, and death again. Yep, exactly. But they have sex at least. I know, right? Well, we hope they have sex at least. That would be even worse. What if you couldn't find another one and your whole entire existence was trying to get laid before you starved to death? That's so sad. I want to cry. Yes, I know. I know. I agree. It is sad, but it makes for a very good death card because, boy, talk about cycle of life. Yep. It is truly a transition phase. You transition into this gorgeous, and I don't know how many of you have seen Luna moths in real life. I had not, I think I saw one when I was younger until last year. Last year we had one in my garden, and then we had two in my garden because they were attached to each other. If you check on my Instagram page, you'll see I did a video of it, and because I think it was on my birthday. And so that was my birthday present, is I got to see two. And they were there like all day and all night together. Just stamina times 2. Sex until they die. Bug zapper. Depressing. I know, right? But, you know, what a death card. Just seeking love and seeking connection. And isn't that what we're all doing in life, is seeking that connection? As much connection as we can have in life until it's time for us to move on to the next. So how wonderful that we can seek that connection, to know, for me, I know my life's purpose is to seek that connection as much as I possibly can. Right? Yes, it was a great gift. I loved it. As much as I possibly can, seek that connection until can't anymore. So it is a sad card. It makes me sad, but it's very apropos too. So I don't know how punctual they'll be either. I'm not going to go on to another one, although I don't think death is done. I think we need a couple other death cards because there's so many cool death cards that I want to get to. So we will finish up. Wow, death goes times 3 over 3 videos. We will finish up with the death card tomorrow. And then Wednesday, finally, I will be posting some of my Yule videos. I've been doing lots of the research for it, so I will be doing that. And we'll see what happens from there. We'll play it by ear. Yule. I know it. Here we are. It's time to think about it. I can't believe this week is Thanksgiving week for us in the U.S. Unbelievable. Okay, great, great, great. Angela didn't come tonight. I hope everything is okay with her. I feel like I just took the tree down, right? So we will be back on tomorrow, same time tomorrow. And chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And if you know Maddie, Conjurer's Table, you can kind of switch over and we'll see you all there. Blessings. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.